So here's Dusty Baker talking about the Verlander deal. They just went. You're talking about $86 million over 2 years. The Astros weren't doing that.
Yeah, we made a run at him, but we couldn't afford what the Mets were willing to pay him.
Okay.
And when you get to a certain point in your career, you think about your family and you think about just different things of, I don't know what's going through his mind, but all I know is I'm pulling for him. And,
right.
He was one of the best teammates in a short period of time that I've had in a long time. And this guy's a pro. He made it easier on the rest of my pitching staff because guys would know they were going to pitch the day before. I can go full bullpen. They're probably going to be off the day he pitches, other than a couple guys at the end of the game. And then after the next day, then I can go full bullpen because they know they're going to get work again. And so he kept my bullpen strong.
So having Justin Verlander is easier on a manager. We just found that out.
Yeah.
No, we knew that. Having a guy who's going to give you 7 almost every time out, and you're going to be in almost every game, and you're going to get 18 to 20 wins out of him. Goodness gracious, you're losing a lot here. I know everybody, and it's so amazing losing a Cy Young. It's like, nah. There was a lot more hubbub about Carlos, about Cole, about Springer.
Yeah.
Honestly, maybe even Charlie Morton. Oh, man, we just lost a Charlie effing Morton. Everybody's just been consigned to, it's, what, we're going to lose Verlander. We're okay. We got Hunter Brown now.
It makes, it puts a manager, it gives a manager a breath. When you're worried about, if you have all these things you're worried about, you'll hear about Dusty. We'll hear him talk about left-handers here in a second because Dusty's like really always worried about having lefties. But
with the best bullpen in baseball.
Yeah. If you're worried about, and also I think you get some context clues about, I think Dusty was pretty involved with the Montero deal. But if you, if you're worried about this hitter,
loves Montero.
This player, if you're worried about this guy, if you're worried about this area of the team, it's nice to know that, okay, Verlander's here, so I can just catch a breath and relax for a day because I don't have to worry about it. Justin Verlander makes your job. Well, you don't have to have as much anxiety.
Made it very difficult to put that center fielder out there because you had to have Dubon in center every time.
I know.
Justin Verlander was on the mound because you just had to have Dubon for whatever reason.
You know what it led to?
It was Dubon,
a Cy Young Award winner. That's what Dubon helped to cultivate.
He absolutely should get Verlander. Should give him a watch.
There should be a picture of Verlander and Dubon holding up the Cy Young Award trophy together.
Speaking of guys, he was in on the Montero deal. He's also talking about Willson Contreras, and the story came out during the playoffs, actually, that Dusty didn't want Willson Contreras. He didn't want Contreras because he didn't want to change up the – and by the way, he would have had to sit Machete, and he was not going to do that. And now how can Willson Contreras come here after that story came out that Dusty didn't want him? Well, here's Dusty explain it.
Well, at the time, it's not that I didn't want him. It's just at the time I didn't think it was a proper fit with 2 months to go in the season. You know what I mean? And then you got to learn your pitching staff. You got to learn, how we go about doing things. And I didn't feel that there was enough time, to do that. Now, going forward, we're going to talk to him. And, we have interest in him. And if the numbers are right and the years are right and the situation is right, then right for both of us.
Yeah. I don't know how it'll ever be. Did you see what Maldonado, his Instagram?
Recently?
Just yesterday.
No, what did he have yesterday?
Maldonado put out, he goes, people, how quick people forget. And then he said, I don't forget. I didn't understand. Maybe, I don't know. Is it all the love for Contreras that he feels like that people are giving here? I didn't get it. I don't understand what is Machete maybe a little bit.
Maybe.
Maybe he's he's in his feelings right now because of the Contreras talks.
That could be.
It could be.
Why are he in Deshaun boys?
I don't. Well, it wasn't
he's
a
gotta
rap.
have
It wasn't.
I know that's
it
the only
wasn't
thing
rap
is
lyrics.
There's no future lyrics, but he is cryptic. He's now cryptic social media guy.
Yeah. Well.
We're doing this now with Astros.
Well, we're doing this now. I could see. Well, I can't see it. He's like a 170 hitter. You can't get in your feelings when you're hitting a $170. You just can't.
He came up with some clutch hits in the offseason. I mean, in the postseason.
Did he?
Yeah,
I don't remember.
He had
those.
some.
I mean, regular season I remember him, but I don't remember all those clutch.
He had some.
I mean, he had a grounder. Actually, he kept an inning alive. Started
with
an
a
inning
walk,
and then he had a base hit as well.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that. Over 13 games, he had those 2 hits
before
a walk and a hit. I remember that.
That was literally before game-winning plays happened. One with
if we go back and look at his postseason, I don't think it's as sporty as you think it is.
Well, no, I remember him having big at bats that led to Jeremy Pena game-winning hits.
Yeah, he had the one I think that led to Jordan. Jeremy kept it alive, but I think he started it. So I don't know.
Well, Jordan would have been third. I mean, Maldi
was last, and then by the time, but he would have been fourth in the order. Yeah.
But Pena had a game-winning home run that was specifically they kept it alive. Like Maldi didn't make the out, and so Maldi had some. He was okay. I mean, that's probably what it is. Unfortunately,
yeah,
it's probably him. Upset about maybe the excitement over Willson Contreras. I guess he shouldn't be.
Right.
He shouldn't be. He had Vasquez on the team too. Don't worry, you'll still get a catch 3 to 4 games out of the 5-man rotation.
Not if Contreras is there.
Well,
you can't.
Says you.
Right.
Let's see it actually happen.